Are you feeling like your heart has been through a shredder? What if I told you that you can turn that pain into a superpower that you can use to help improve your life and make yourself a better person? One thing that I have learned in this life is that pain and failure can have two effects on human beings. The first effect is you can use pain as a catalyst, as a fuel, as a motivator to improve your life and to make yourself better. But you can also use pain as an excuse to stay in that victim, miserable life, to always blame others, to always point fingers at the others and say they did this to me. This is why I'm like this. My heart was broken. I do not believe in love and other excuses. But on this video, we're going to focus on the first effect, how to turn pain into a superpower and use it as a catalyst to help improve yourself and improve your life. And for you to use pain as a catalyst, you have to start your healing journey right now. You have to make that decision right now. And I'm going to share a few tips that can help you in this journey. This journey has two parts. The first part is acknowledging your feelings. You have to acknowledge that you have been hurt. You have to acknowledge that you're sad, that you're angry. You know, when you ignore your feelings and say, you try to act like a gangster, like, I don't care. It didn't affect me. We broke up, yes, but I don't care. I don't care what he does with his life. I can still follow him. We can still be friends. We can still hang out, but you're hurting inside and you're just ignoring those feelings. The first step is to acknowledge your feelings. Acknowledge that, yes, I was in this relationship. I committed myself in this relationship. I was hurt. I feel sad. I feel disappointed. I had these expectations of him, but he disappointed me. That is the first step. Acknowledge your pain. Say, yes, I am going through a heartbreak, and right now I am sad and I am feeling bad. The second part is now the healing and the moving on part. You first have to acknowledge the pain and then now start working on the healing and the moving on. And here is where I'll share a few tips, 10 tips that can help you in this healing and moving on journey. The first tip is to embrace your feelings. You have to embrace your feelings. If you feel like crying, cry your soul out, my dear. Cry. If you feel like screaming, go find a place where you can scream. Scream your lungs out. If you do not have a place where you can scream, go to your bedroom, take a few pillows, cover your face, and scream as much as you want. Journal, take your journal, write what your feelings. Sometimes we have those things that partner did to us, but we are not open to sharing with other people. Like we feel embarrassed, or for whatever reasons we don't want to share. Just take your journal, write all those feelings down. Stop replaying those events in your mind. Oh, I did this, he did this, he should have done this. No, take your journal and write them down. This is a very important step in moving on. Feel it to heal. You have to feel it for you to heal. And sometimes we bottle up these feelings, and we don't want to cry, we don't want to scream, we don't want to vent, and we bottle up all those feelings and they end up making us sick. If you know Louise Hay, the queen of self-improvement, in her book You Can Heal Your Life, she says that when we bottle up feelings, especially feelings of bitterness, they are the ones that causes cancer. And she believes that as human beings, we create diseases for ourselves and we can heal ourselves. So she believes that bitterness, and I also believe that bitterness is a major cause of cancer. When you have bitterness and you carry around a lot of bitterness in your heart, it can lead to cancer. So you have to embrace your emotions and feel every part of it and face it. Do not run away from your emotions. Face them. The second tip is to detox your space. They say, out of sight, out of mind. You see that comfortable hoodie that you love, that your ex left you with. I know it's comfortable. I know it makes you warm, but it has to go. All those pictures that you have of him, delete them. All those old t-shirts, all those gifts that he gave you. I know it's very hard, especially if they are expensive gifts. But if you want to move on, you have to let them go. Just let them go. If they are gifts, if you have his clothes, pack them well, give them to a rider, send them to his house. Just detox everything that reminds you of him, because you'll make steps of forgetting about him. You'll just spend a whole day, you have gone to work, you have not thought about him, and then you come home, you take your shower, and you have completely forgotten. You put on his hoodie on, boy, oh boy, you just start crying and you break down. It triggers a lot of emotions. So get rid of everything that reminds you of him. The third tip is to reconnect with yourself. rediscover yourself, reintroduce yourself, learn about yourself, remember the hobbies that you used to love, indulge in those hobbies, learn a skill, go online. What would you love to learn? Would you love to learn about data analysis, content creation, editing? Just something new, learn a skill, learn something that you love to do, graphics, just learn a new skill and focus on that. Focus on your passions. Discover yourself. What do you love? What do you enjoy doing? Take yourself out on dates. Just focus on yourself and reconnect with yourself. Love yourself all over again. Because let me tell you, I know you loved that guy and you thought that he loved you, but no matter where you run to, no matter where you go, you can never run away from yourself. And apart from God, you're the only one who can love yourself truly and unconditionally. No conditions. Learn to love yourself even when you're sad, even when you have failed, even when things have not gone your way. Learn to love yourself and to be proud of yourself. The fourth tip is to lean onto your tribe. Human connection heals. Reconnect with your family members and your friends. Reach out to them. Go and visit your family. If you're able, take some time off. Just go and spend time at your home and be with your family, your siblings, your parents. Enjoy your time. Go out on your dates. If you're not able to go to your family place, go to your friends' place, spend a weekend with her, just do girly things, just spend time with her, because human connection heals. Connecting with other human beings is the only way you can be able to forget about that human being that caused you pain. The fifth tip is digital detox. I know sometimes we like to say, oh, I'll just keep him as my friend, I'll be following him up, I'll be seeing what he's up to, but let me tell you, that is taking you steps behind. You'll be making 2 steps ahead on moving on, and then you see his photo, you see his post with a new girl or just him enjoying his life, and then you take 5 steps behind. You start doing those long paragraphs, you start begging him, you start just embarrassing yourself. Please don't do that. Detox your digital space. Block him if you have to, or just unfriend him, mute him. Anybody who is connected with him, all those friends that you are connected with, those mutual friends that he used to hang out with, and if you keep seeing their stories and their posts, that you will see him at some point and that will trigger you, just mute them. Those ones you don't have to block. But for him, if you're able, please block him, because you'll go out there, take a glass of wine, hang out with your friends, and then you know what will happen. You will just take your phone and start reaching out to him. Delete his number, delete his emails, every means that you can be able to reach out to him. Just cut it off and detox from him. Detox from all digital connection that you guys had. Even the mutual friends, just mute them. The sixth tip is self-care central. Focus on self-care. Focus on taking care of yourself. Take yourself out, eat well, exercise, and you don't have to have money. If you do not have money to take yourself out on a date, just organize a date at home. Get busy, go and buy good ingredients, food that you enjoy, cook, eat, exercise. Just keep yourself busy. If you're able, take yourself out on a pedicure, on a spa day. If you're not able, reach out to your friend. You guys go and buy the supplies, go and buy the nail stuff, the massage stuff, and just have a good day with each other, massage each other, do each other pedicures and manicures, take care of each other's hair. Just take care of yourself. And if you're able, reach out to a sister or a friend and do these things together and take care of yourself. Do not forget about taking care of yourself. Take care of your skin. Just you see those long Korean skincare routines, the 10-step ones. Just start focusing on those. Just say, one of my new goal is to have a flawless skin. I'm gonna indulge in these long Korean skincare routines. Just go and buy those products if you can be able to afford them. It will keep your mind occupied. Occupy your mind with self-care. Always remember that self-care is not a luxury. Self-care is a necessity. So at the end of the month, when you're planning your necessities, when you're planning to pay money for your rent, money for food and all that, plan some money for some self-care. Plan some money for some skincare, for some good food, for some, if you're able to pay a gym, for some exercise. Just plan yourself and include self-care in your necessity list. The seventh tip is set new goals. New dreams new you. If you do not have any goals, you do not know where you're going. You will wake up in the morning, you don't have anything to focus on, and you'll just start thinking about that ex. You'll just start thinking about that relationship. And there's this book audio, actually I think it's a recording, it's not a book, by I can't remember his name, but it's called The Strangest Secret in the World. And this guy says that human beings without goals do not succeed, and those with goals succeed. And he gives examples of two ships, and he says, imagine you have two ships. One ship has a captain, and it has a map, and it has a direction of where it's going, and it knows its destination. And then there's another ship which does not have a captain, it does not have a map, it doesn't know where it's going, it doesn't have a final destination, it's just there. And then he says, if you put these two ships, the first ship with a captain and a map, and you put it to sail, you will agree with him that 9 out of 10 times that ship will get to its destination, unless something happens during the journey, something that is out of control of the captain, or the ship, something that you cannot be able to control. Then that's when the ship will not arrive to its destination. But 9 out of 10 times that ship will arrive to its destination. But this other ship with no captain, no direction, it doesn't have a map, you'll agree that it will just end up wandering around this ocean and just get lost somewhere and maybe have an accident because it doesn't have any direction. This is the same thing that happens with people without goals. So if you want to focus, if you want to be focused in your life, look for goals, set new goals, and set realistic goals. Sometimes we overwhelm ourselves with very unrealistic goals, because if you're earning 50K, why do you want by the end of the year to find a job that is paying you 1 million? It even frightens you, and even you down deep subconsciously you do not believe that is possible. And when you set goals that you do not believe are possible, they cannot happen. Even the Bible is clear. In the book of Mark 11:24, it clearly says, when you pray, believe and it shall happen. So even when you're setting those goals, set realistic goals, goals that you believe subconsciously that are possible. If you're earning 50K and you say, in the next 2 months I want to be earning 80K, that is a realistic goal. Even subconsciously you believe it, you believe it's possible, you believe that I can be able to double this income. So set realistic goals so that you do not get overwhelmed by them. But make sure that you have new goals, goals that every time you wake up in the morning, you have something that you're working towards, and break those goals down. If you want us to talk about setting goals and achieving them, please let me know below, and I can go into, into more details on goal setting and achieving your goals step by step, and how to build your faith muscle, because faith is like a muscle. The more you pray about something and you have it, the more you work towards something and you achieve it, your faith grows, your trust grows, your belief in yourself grows. So it's like a muscle, and you have to exercise it, and you have to exercise it slowly by slowly. You do not go in a gym and you start lifting there 100 kgs. No, you start with 5 kgs, 10 kgs, and you build yourself up to the 100 kgs. It's the same thing with faith. So let me know if you'd like us to talk about that. The 8th tip is professional support. Get yourself some professional support. Book that therapy session. Book that coach. Get some professional support. I know in Africa, sometime back, when you could go to coaches or you could go to therapists, psychologists, people used to say you have gone bananas. But I love to be in this age where people, the millennials and the Gen Zs and the new age, people are embracing these ideas of therapists, coaches, and people are working on their mental health, and they are embracing education on mental health. So it's a good thing. Even you just being on this video and watching this video on how you can, you can overcome a heartbreak. This is just us embracing mental health and trying to improve ourselves to become better. So do not be ashamed. If you feel like that heartbreak was very intense, there's nothing wrong with a heartbreak being intense. It just means that you are so committed in that relationship and you are giving your best. So don't feel ashamed about it. Seek professional support. The 9th tip is mindfulness and meditation. Find your zen, slow down, do meditations, start doing mirror work, breathing exercises, slow down, read your Bible, start praying, start work on your spirituality. And if you know me, you know that I'm very big on spirituality. Just start working on your spirituality, start working on your relationship with God or Allah or whatever you call your source. Just start working on that relationship. Read the Bible, go to church, focus on, worshiping, listening to those gospel music, just slowing down and just doing meditation, breathing exercise, mirror work, affirmations. Go to the mirror and tell yourself, you know what, I love you and nobody can take the love that I have for you. Encourage yourself, motivate yourself, and focus on yourself. The 10th and the last tip is give it time. Time heals everything. I know that sounds cliche, but it is true. Give it time. Just focus on improving yourself. Do not rush yourself. Give it time. But besties, do not let it stay for 1 year. 1 year, you're still nursing a heartbreak. No, maximum 1 month, 2 months. Feel the pain, cry, scream. If you're not able to find a place where you can scream, go to Karura Forest, go to a park nearby, or go to your farm in the up country, scream your lungs out, cry all you want, play those heartbreak songs, feel the pain, but do not prolong it. Please do not prolong a heartbreak. A heartbreak should not take 1 or 2 years, especially if it is not a marriage. A heartbreak and marriage are two different things. Divorce can be brutal, and with divorce, that one you just have to seek professional help. You just have to book that therapist and that coach so that they can guide you. But this normal dating heartbreaks and relationship heartbreaks, please do not stay more than 1 or 2 months still nursing a heartbreak. Move on. Get yourself up, put yourself together, and move on. Tell yourself, I have 1 month. By 1 month, I should be okay. I should have moved on. I should be out there and dating other people, or just focusing on myself and improving myself, working towards my goal, learning a new skill, and advancing my education. Just set goals. And remember, you are stronger than you think.
And I know heartbreak can hurt, but it paves way to new opportunities and a stronger, wiser you. If you found this video insightful, make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, and share with all your besties.